There's about 10 minutes left until we enter the final hour of trading for the day. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use our new Volatility Box scanner to find some trades for this final hour. Let's start by taking a look at what's currently open. Instead of all symbols, I'm going to focus on the S&P 100. This gives us a smaller list of higher quality names. Now with this, we have 16 total signals, both long and short. I want to start by focusing on all of the trades in which we're trading on the same side of the trend. I'm going to open up Trend Analysis and click Trend Following. That narrows us down to 9 total signals. So there's 9 signals in which we have entries in which we're trend following. If you've watched any of my past videos, you know I have a bias for the daily models. So I'm going to select daily. With that, we have 6 total signals that we can pay attention to. Out of these 6, 5 of them are shorts. Take a look: Texas Instruments, US Bank, Salesforce, Citibank, MasterCard. The one long is Oracle. Now, if you take a look at the live scanner, you'll notice that there's a lot more useful information. Right off the bat, you should notice that there's a new score. This allows us to very clearly see that Texas Instruments right now is at the top of the list. It's the highest rated setup. Let's see why. I'm going to take a look at the charts. If I click Texas Instruments, I can now see the models. It looks like Texas Instruments has already ripped through the daily aggressive models. Let's see how it looks like on the conservative models. That's much better. It looks like we have a nice fade opportunity here for a short side setup. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. The daily time frame very clearly signaling to us that the market is in a stage of deceleration, and currently price is below the market pulse line, but we're close enough for a potential entry. So I like Texas Instruments here. That's going to be one I add on my radar. Another one that stands out is Salesforce. Why does it stand out? Take a look at this signal. We see large upper wick. So let's come into both of those and dive into a little bit more detail. Salesforce, if I come into the daily time frame, we can see that the previous bar's candle had a long up wick here. That tells us that there are sellers hanging out somewhere in this 250 zone. So I am looking for a little bit more bearish activity inside of Salesforce into the close. Now we come into Texas Instruments. Same idea, pull back into the market pulse. I really like Texas Instruments, so let's see if we can create a trade here. In fact, it feels like we might be pulling back. This seems like a decent entry to maybe start to build up some positions. So let's go ahead and do exactly that. I'm going to select a trigger with stop. I'll just use something basic for right now. All right, so we got filled in the initial position inside of Texas Instruments. Now let's take a look at Salesforce. Salesforce still feels like it might have a little bit more on the upside with 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these different bullish signals. Let's see what else is on our scanner. We also have US Bank, so let's take a look at that one in a little bit more detail. US Bank also looks like a nice short side opportunity, so let's dive into that one here. Let's see if that looks like a good short. US Bank also looks like a decent short. I'm going to go ahead and take an entry here as well. It's a little bit cheaper of a stock, so all right, so far we have our entries inside of Texas Instruments. We have our entry inside of US Bank. We're waiting for slightly better inside of Salesforce. All right, market close, so I thought let's take a look at what happened. Texas Instruments, which was our number 1 on our scanner, ended up being one of the better trades. If you take a look at the puke that we had in Texas Instruments, really nice from where we ended up shorting. US Bank didn't really do a whole lot, just ended up chopping around sideways. Qualcomm was another one that hit our radar, which paid off nicely in this puke down lower. Finally, we had Salesforce, which never really found any kind of seller. So I'm looking at Salesforce tomorrow to see if we can see the actual selling continue. So there you have it, the first day with our new Volatility Box platform. And hopefully this is the first introduction into the new features that make it 10 times easier for you to find volatility setups throughout the day. For anyone interested, I'll leave a link to sign up in the description box below. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading. For all of our Stock Volatility Box members, I have a full onboarding video series that's coming out, which will show you how to use the full platform in more detail and help make the most of this platform. Take care, and I'll see you in our next update.